following is a paid program presented by Jersey Sports Zone and RWJ Barnabas Health. Coming up, fire in the hole. Brace yourself for another great week of action around the Garden State. DePaul Catholic quarterback Derek Zammit is heading west.
Being a kid from Jersey out on the West Coast, not many people are going to know who I am. So I think I just got to take it day by day and just work and work and work.
Jay Cook talks with the two-time state champ about his commitment to one of the newest members of the Big Ten. In lacrosse, Del Barton is tested right away after climbing in the national polls. The Green Wave tangled with Summit in a possible Curse Cup final preview. The Oak Knoll girls look for their first win against rival Morristown since 2022. On the softball diamond, RBC snaps St. John Vianney's 26-game win streak. We'll show you the Caseys knocking off the #1 team in the state.
It means everything. We've worked so hard for this. I'm just so happy I have this moment with my team.
We stretch ourselves across the state, bringing you the best of New Jersey high school sports. Jersey Sports Zone TV starts now.
Jersey Sports Zone! Jersey Sports Zone!
Welcome to another edition of Jersey Sports Zone TV, presented by RWJ Barnabas Health. I'm Rich Krampanis. We got another great show for you this week. Some awesome action from the softball field as well as lacrosse. But we're going to get started with high school football recruiting and some huge news out of North Jersey. Jay Cook, one of the first to talk with Derek Zammit following his decision to join the Washington Huskies and the Big Ten.
DePaul Catholic quarterback Derek Zammit has blossomed into New Jersey's premier passer in the class of 2026. And on Saturday, a decision for his highly anticipated commitment finally arrived.
You know, after taking my visits and talking to my family and my coaches and everybody that's kind of been on the journey with me, I'm decided to commit to the University of Washington.
Zammit's future home at Husky Stadium in Seattle is nearly 3,000 miles away from the Garden State. But it was a New Jersey connection that drew him in. Washington head coach Jedd Fisch went to high school at Hanover Park in Morris County. Zammit grew up 25 minutes away in Lincoln Park, Morris County.
It helped us connect definitely right off the bat. And when he first came to DePaul back in, I want to say, January, December, you know, it was definitely something that we could talk about and something we had in common. So I definitely think that was something we could bond over.
Zammit chose the Huskies over a Final Four school list that also included Alabama, Mississippi State, and Syracuse. The 6'1", 195-pound signal caller is a consensus top 4 ranked prospect and the 26th overall quarterback in the country. In a breakout junior season, Zammit tossed 35 touchdown passes to only 4 interceptions and threw for over 2,500 yards. He also chipped in over 500 rushing yards and 6 more rushing scores along the way. That certainly caught the eye of recruiters from this West Coast Big Ten program.
They're interested in me. I was interested in them, and to me, distance, you know, as long as I feel like I'm going to the right place and it's the right fit for me, you know, I'm willing to travel the country, obviously, to explore the best opportunity for myself.
Coming into high school as a virtual unknown, Zammit blossomed before our eyes. A fearless freshman took the field in 2022 after a starter went down, and he guided DePaul to a state title. When he gets to Washington, he'll have to prove himself again.
You know, obviously, being a kid from Jersey out on the West Coast, not many people are going to know who I am. So I think I just got to take it day by day and just work and work and work and, you know, take everything coaches give me and run with it.
The Spartans will be heavy favorites to win non-public B again next fall as Derek Zammit aims for his 3rd state championship in 4 seasons. No doubt, big expectations for the big dog on campus, who just so happens to be a future Husky.
I mean, my mindset is that I'm the best player on the field, and I can change the game no matter what I'm doing. So, I'm just going to keep trusting my guys, keep trusting Coach Camp and the rest of the coaches, and, keep leading my team and doing whatever I can to help us win.
Reporting for Jersey Sports Zone, I'm Jay Cook.
Time for us to take a break. When we come back, we've got big-time lacrosse matchups. The Oak Knoll girls take on Morristown in a matchup of two state-ranked teams. All the highlights when Jersey Sports Zone TV continues.
No one plans on heart disease, but everyone should have a plan for it. We help patients of all lifestyles and medical histories plan for healthy hearts. We offer convenient screenings without judgment, hundreds of preventive programs, and women's heart specialists. And we're the largest cardiac surgery program in New Jersey. Make plans for a healthy heart with RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
Dream big, they say. We say dream bigger. Over 3 million square feet of bigger, so you can plunge deeper, play in the snow longer, wonder greater, pose with your friends sillier, shop with your family happier, make every meal tastier, and float higher than ever. Whatever your dream is, come live it big time at American Dream.
ACI Medical and Dental School in Eatontown is celebrating 20 years of new beginnings and 20 years of new careers. Start your new career as a medical or dental assistant in less than 4 months. From a talented faculty and staff to state-of-the-art equipment and training, ACI's medical and dental training programs are designed to help students succeed. Registration is open for day and evening classes. Visit aci.edu to begin your healthcare journey.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm Jay Cook with JerseySportsZone.com. If you thought last week's Del Barton vs. Seton Hall prep game had major implications, well, check yourself. This one on Wednesday could be even bigger. Del Barton is one of the hottest teams in America right now. The Green Wave are ranked as a top 5 nationally ranked program. Summit, on the other hand, has played spectacular lacrosse all season long. U.S. Lacrosse Magazine has the Hilltoppers ranked as the #1 public school in America. Del Barton would have the upper hand for the majority of the first quarter. Alex Schobel opened the scoring, and then Will Pedicano fires to make this a 2-0 game. Pedicano already has 4 goals this year. Summit will have to wait 11 minutes and 44 seconds before their first goal. Jack Freeman pumps one in. Summit gets on the board to close the first. That's huge. They trail 2-1. The Hilltoppers carried that momentum over into the second, where they just explode. Quinn Hines buries one from short distance to tie the game at 2-2. This was one of the best quarters we've seen from Summit in quite some time. 5 unanswered goals from 5 different players. James Granger sends the Hilltoppers into the half with a 5-2 lead on a top 5 team in the country. The third quarter, it's a different story. Del Barton begins to rally. Peter Falk nails the bounce shot, and the Green Wave are right back in it, down 5-4. Del Barton then goes a man up, and the quick passing benefits Pierce Bolger. He scores with a quick trigger. The Green Wave have tied this game up. It's 5-5. Buckle up. So why was Del Barton able to turn it around? Kane Quinault is the second half X factor. The sophomore Fogo was called upon, and he was a machine coming off the bench. That face-off win leads to a possession where Pierce Bolger cracks the go-ahead goal. The Green Wave bury 4 straight in the third, and they're back in front, up 6-5, heading into the fourth. Kane Quinault gave Del Barton the boost they were desperate for. He won 8 of 9 face-offs, all of those coming in the second half. And then the Green Wave would turn to their goal scorers to take care of the rest. Gavin Romweber has a lightning-fast shot. Del Barton goes up 7-5 here. Gavin Romweber is Del Barton's leading point scorer through the first 4 weeks of the season because of shots like this. That is lethal. Romweber has the hat trick, and Del Barton extends their lead to 8-5 in the fourth. Andrew Johnson caps off a stellar second half for Del Barton with a ground ball and goal. The Green Wave rally with 7 unanswered to take out Summit. 9-5 is the final. Del Barton improves to 6-1 on the season, thanks in part to an unlikely hero on Wednesday.
Well, I always stay ready out on the bench. Like Coach Kovacek at the start of the game, he always tells me, be ready. So I was just ready for when my opportunity presented itself. I feel it was great, just the win collectively was just a team effort.
The Stars and Stripes Red Division of the NJIGLL is loaded, and this is a top 20 showdown Thursday. Oak Knoll goes on the road to face Morristown. The Colonials have beaten the Royals in each of the last 2 seasons. Oak Knoll has the advantage early. Zoe Harmony gets one on the board in the first minute of regulation. It's all Oak Knoll in the first. They're up 3-0. Kira Van Zyl brings Morristown right back in. She scores twice unanswered, and the Colonials cut the deficit down to just 1. Both teams are going to trade goals in the final minutes of the first half. Gigi Gunther buries her second of the day. And it's another 8-meter shot on the other end. Price Cole converts. Morristown shows life in the second quarter, and they're down 4-3 at the break. Things get even more tense to begin the third. Kira Van Zyl double clutches one, and the Colonials have drawn even at 4-all. Then it's a 5-5 game thanks to Zoe Harmony. That's her third of the day. Oak Knoll and Morristown are deadlocked in a tight battle. This game would change drastically in the final minute of the third. Zoe Harmony has to contort, but she hits her 4th of the afternoon. The Royals retake the lead 6-5. It's rare to see a freshman in the lineup for Oak Knoll, but Taylor Martin is a gamer. That shot is serious, and we've got to run back the tape. Martin uncorks a missile, and the Royals extend their lead to 2 goals. Zoe Harmony had a stellar day. This is good for her 5th goal of the afternoon. That's 3 straight from Oak Knoll, and it sends them into the 4th, up 8-5. Price Cole would help the Colonials close the gap midway through the 4th. She had a pair of goals on Thursday, and this one makes it 8-6. But Oak Knoll was never in danger of losing the lead. Maris McGinty hits her only goal of the day with 4.5 minutes to play. Taylor Martin scores once more, and the Royals get some revenge on the Colonials. 10-6 is your final. Alex Genoa had 8 saves as Oak Knoll beats Morristown for the first time since 2022.
And I believe everyone stood up on the field today, whether it was in the ride, the clear, on offense, defense. There were so many hustle plays, and I believe in the end, everyone on offense was able to come together and contribute.
Time to step away. When we come back, it's one of the biggest softball games of the year. RBC makes headlines with their upset of St. John Vianney. We've got all the highlights from Homedale. You're watching Jersey Sports Zone TV, presented by RWJ Barnabas Health.
If you have chronic joint or back pain, this is probably where you spend your time. Might we suggest a better destination that's close to home? RWJ Barnabas Health, where orthopedic surgeons designed the surgical implants that are now used around the world, and where you'll be cared for by the same doctors that treat professional athletes and rising stars. Get back to what you've been missing. Orthopedic care. Do it right. Here, RWJ Barnabas Health.
Buffalo Wild Wings Monday through Thursday BOGO deals are totally making it rain burgers and wings. I'm walking around, mouth open, just, BOGO burger, BOGO traditional wings, BOGO boneless. I love the rain.
Buffalo Wild Wings has teamed up with Jersey Sports Zone to honor high school athletes across the state with gift cards. We'll have Buffalo Wild Wings Player of the Game interviews all year long. Visit Buffalo Wild Wings locations in North Brunswick, Bridgewater, West Windsor, Flemington, Brick, and Toms River.
When the cost of healthcare depends on how many procedures or tests are performed, we end up with more care, not necessarily better care. But when we partner with New Jersey doctors and hospitals to tie what we pay for healthcare to the results doctors and hospitals deliver for our members, we help drive better quality care that lowers costs for patients. Because all of us in healthcare have a responsibility to lower costs so our members have access to the right care at a fair price.
Welcome back to the show. For the better part of a decade, St. John Vianney and Donovan Catholic have dominated Shore Conference softball. But there's a new power in the mix. Red Bank Catholic making some headlines in Homedale. Let's check out one of the best softball games of 2025. The wind was whipping in Homedale for a big Shore Conference softball showdown. St. John Vianney hosting RBC. The Casey's ranked number 9 in the latest state poll, looking to knock off the number 1 team in New Jersey. SJV loads the bases in the second. Lexi Santos with a liner. It goes off of Hagen's glove. Nicole Knox nearly makes an incredible play. The runner's safe at second. 2 runs come in. An infield single for Santos gives St. John Vianney a 2-0 lead. In the fourth, Brianna Santangelo hits a scorcher to left, and this one's gone. The wind can't knock this blast down. Santangelo with a solo homer. We're tied up 2-2. Top 5, Sophia Lassiter leading off, and she launches. This one's over the fence and left. How about 2 homers for the Caseys? Red Bank Catholic has a 3-2 lead. SJV with the tying run at third in the 6th. Bryn Utter with a slow roller. Nicole Knox fires to first. McKenna Savage is coming home. Jaden Knox on the tag. What a double play! The Caseys with stellar defense in a 1-run game. Take another look. Score this one 6-3-2. RBC stays in front 3-2. They're 3 outs away from a major upset. Hagen was outstanding on the mound for the Caseys. This strikeout has RBC 1 out away from the win. But St. John Vianney shows why they're the 2-time defending non-public state champs. Nicole Giglio with a base hit to right. SJV is still alive with a tying run on first base. Next batter is Elizabeth Bigliolino. She gets a hold of one. It's off the fence and right. Here comes Giglio to tie the game. A 2-out RBI double. St. John Vianney down to his final out. Bigliolino ties the game at 3. We've got extra innings in Homedale. Top 10, Brianna Santangelo breaks the tie. This is a hard hit ball to left field. Santangelo with an RBI double. 3 hits and 2 RBIs for the Columbia commit. RBC takes a 4-3 lead. Grace Lombardi adds a huge insurance run. This is her 3rd hit of the game. RBC with 2 in the 10th makes it a 5-3 ball game. Hagen is able to shut the door for a massive win for Red Bank Catholic. 10 innings and 8 strikeouts for the future Notre Dame pitcher, the biggest win of her high school career. 5-3 is your final in 10 innings. St. John Vianney's 26-game win streak comes to an end. That's their first loss on the Shore since May of 2023. Lily Hagen was tremendous in a high-pressure situation, and that includes our post-game interview.
It means everything. We've worked so hard for this. I'm just so happy I have this moment with my team.
What was it like in extra innings, and how are you able to keep it going?
Yeah, I was just trying to go out there and 1 pitch at a time, stay in every moment, and just do it for my team. They did such a great job offensively that I just need to keep them in defensively.
And almost as impressive as the way you've been able to keep your balance here.
Yeah.
We're 23 strong. I mean, all season we've been at it, winning. We're going for it. We're going for the big one. This is the year for RBC.
Time for one more break. Red Bank Catholic has 2 spots in this week's top 10 plays. Can the Caseys take the top spot? Find out next.
Wherever your child's activities take you, we're there. With New Jersey's highest-ranked pediatric orthopedics and urology programs. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy. Together.
You don't need to miss any of the action in New Jersey high school sports. Follow Jersey Sports Zone right now on our various social media pages or on our YouTube channel. You can even download our app for free today, available in the Apple and Google Play app stores. Fresh content is posted every single day on JerseySportsZone.com. Don't miss any of the action as it comes from our cameras right to you.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Get back the life you love.
We go into the JSZ archives for a blast from the past, brought to you by Princeton Orthopedic Associates.
Hey everyone, I'm James Mooney. Reigning Zoman Trophy winner Lazier Brooks shined at the Alabama spring game this past weekend. Back in 2021, Jay Cook saw an unforgettable freshman debut from Brooks for Millville.
And once again, Millville's special teams unit makes a special play. This is 14-year-old freshman Lazier Brooks, and he's off to the house. It's 65 yards untouched for the kick return touchdown. 2-point conversion good. Millville has scored 10 points in 10 seconds. They lead 24-21. Millville desperate for a play, and check out this. Nate Robbins fires a bomb. Lazier Brooks hauls it in, and it's a track meet. That, folks, is elite speed. Robbins to Brooks, an 86-yard touchdown that blows the game wide open.
Blast from the Past is brought to you by Princeton Orthopedic Associates, a proud partner with Jersey Sports Zone for the past 8 years.
It's really nice to be in a situation, in a place where there are very good people who take good care of people.
Orthopedics is it's not about saving lives, it's about saving quality of life.
A lot of people, we live high-stress lives, so if you tell someone they can't do something for whatever reason, that's pretty traumatic.
I really take pride in trying to be empathetic and trying to put myself in every patient's shoes.
I want to take care of people like I'd want to take care of my family, and I think that when you do that and give somebody that family feeling and give them your honest opinion for what you would do, they value that.
Being close to home for joint replacement surgery and follow-up care is good for you, and even better for the people taking you back and forth. Spend less time traveling and more time healing. Do it right. Here, RWJ Barnabas Health.
Hey, welcome back to the show. Jay Cook for one final time today. Last week's JSZ Top 10 Plays of the Week had lacrosse finish in the first, second, and third spots. Are baseball and softball going to be able to crack the top 3 this week? Let's take a look and find out. Number 10.
Manasquan stays hot in the second. Longo will not be denied as he powers through and rips one for a goal. That is an incredible effort from Lucas Longo to fight through contact and net his second of the day. Manasquan in front 3-0.
Number 9.
In the fourth, Don Bosco a man up. Scaletti shows off the quick trigger once again. Goodness gracious, that is one lethal shot. A hat trick for Brady Scaletti. Give him 23 goals in 8 games. Duke fans are in for a treat.
Number 8.
Clearview trying to break through later in the quarter. They get a great look in front, but Jake Devereaux turns it away. Oh man, what a stop right there from the junior. Devereaux with one of his 7 saves in the contest as the Minutemen lead 5-0 at the break.
Number 7. Gavin Romweber is Delbarton's leading point scorer through the first 4 weeks of the season because of shots like this. That is lethal. Romweber has the hat trick, and Delbarton extends their lead to 8-5 in the fourth. Number 6. How does DePaul Catholic answer? With an absolute moonshot from J.C. Pacheco. That's a gapper to left center, and it rolls all the way to the softball field batter box. Pacheco rounds third. He'll be safe with a 2-run inside the park home run. A pretty interesting first inning closes, and we're knotted up at 2-all. Number 5.
In OT, Lumsden with the ball. He had 2 big goals already, but this time he's dishing. The perfect pass to Luke Lydon for the win. The Bulldogs scored the final 3 goals of the game to pull out the win. After 2 overtime losses this season, RFH deserves to celebrate on the other side. Take one more look as Lumsden Delighted is the formula to break Rumson Skid. 10-9 is your final in overtime. The Bulldogs were staring at a 4-game losing streak, but instead, Luke Lydon comes through to give Rumson Fairhaven a much-needed victory.
Number 4. Then here comes Anthony Drago, the Duke-bound All-American, puts his defender in the spin cycle. He breaks ankles and drills the shot. Woo, goodness, that was filthy. That is one of Drago's 2 goals in the first. West Essex opens with a 3-0 lead. Number 3.
SJV with the tying run at third in the 6th. Bryn Utter with a slow roller. Nicole Knox fires to first. McKenna Savage is coming home. Jaden Knox on the tag. What a double play! The Caseys with stellar defense in a 1-run game. Take another look. Score this one 6-3-2. RBC stays in front 3-2. They're 3 outs away from a major upset.
Number 2.
In the 4th, Randy with runners on first and third. There's a fly ball to right. Charlie Stumberger makes the catch and he's firing home. The throw is up the line. Aiden Funk with the tag. They got him! Man, that's an awesome play. That gets the Caseys dugout fired up for good reason. Let's go super slow-mo. Funk only needed to get just a little piece of the jersey, scoring a 9-2 double play. RBC shining at the plate and in the field.
And the number 1 play of the week.
Lawrence on defense. Connor Willever ditches the glove and makes the laser to Aiden Crowley. Willever with a phenomenal play at third. Crowley scooping the ball like it's a mint chocolate chip ice cream.
For those who celebrate, we hope you have a great Easter Sunday. Thanks for making us a part of your day watching some great New Jersey high school sports. A programming note, we return to our normal time slot next week, 11:30 a.m. on Sunday mornings on WLNY TV. We'll be there the rest of the way through the spring sports season. For our team at Jersey Sports Zone, I'm Rich Krampanis. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you here next week for another great edition of New Jersey High School Sports on Jersey Sports Zone TV.
Whatever your cancer journey, there's one place in New Jersey where our discoveries become your care. You'll have access to advanced treatments, including clinical trials, thanks to our renowned scientists and multidisciplinary teams at New Jersey's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center, the one world-class cancer program that's close to home. RWJ Barnabas Health and Rutgers Cancer Institute. Let's beat cancer together.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
The proceeding is a paid program presented by Jersey Sports Zone and RWJ Barnabas Health.